Hello, everybody. Now I'm going to teach you guys how to find the domain and range of square root functions from the graph. All right, before we begin, I just want to refresh your memory of the four quadrants and what your infinity signs would be, whether it be positive or negative. For example, if the arrow ends up in the first quadrant, your order pair will be positive infinity, positive infinity. That's why I put two plus signs there. Another example, if it ends up in the fourth quadrant, it will be positive infinity, negative infinity, and etc. All right, looking at this first graph, the first thing you want to do is label your points and the arrow. So as you can see, my point over here is at -4, 0, and my arrow is positive infinity, because it ends up in that first quadrant. Your domain will always be your smallest x value to your largest x value. So as you can see, my x values are in green. The smallest number is -4. So my domain is going to go from -4. And then as you can see, my largest x value is infinity. So -4 to infinity. And you always put the brackets next to numbers and parentheses next to infinity. Your range, as you can see, are the y values I wrote in red, and it goes from the smallest y value to your largest y value. So between 0 and infinity, my smallest y value is 0, and my largest y value is infinity. Bracket next to the numbers, parentheses next to infinity, sorry. All right, let's look at another example. I labeled my point and my arrow. And the reason why the arrow was infinity, negative infinity is because it's in the fourth quadrant. So for my domain, I'm going to pick my smallest x value to my largest x value, which are the ones in green. So -2 is the smallest x value, and infinity is my largest x value. So bracket parentheses. And then my range is going to go from the smallest y value to the largest y value. So I'm looking at the red numbers, and the smallest one is negative infinity. Remember, that's way smaller than -1. And I'll put parentheses next to that negative infinity and bracket next to number. And that's it.